Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. If you forgot my name or if you're new here, hi. My name's Matt. Today, we're reviewing friggin' brand new Sazerac Rye. 100 proof. This son of a biatch comes in at 100 proof and in a 1 liter bottle. According to the World Wide Web, this thing should cost $29.99. In my neck of the woods, where I purchased mine, it was $43.99. I didn't know that it was supposed to be cheaper. I thought 43 bucks for a liter of 100 proof Sazerac Rye Buffalo Trace distillate. Damn, should probably be a pretty decent price. Am I wrong? Have I ever reviewed the 80 proof varietal of Sazerac Rye? No, but I did buy one a while back to review. I just never got around to doing it. But now that there's a 100 proof version, I think I'll just do this one. This one can kick rocks. Apparently they released this 1 liter 100 proof version for the bartenders of the world so they can make a stiffer cocktail. They made it for the bartenders. America. Am I gonna pour this into a cocktail? No. I'm just gonna pour it down my throat and tell you if I enjoy it or not. There are directions on the back telling you how to make a Sazerac cocktail in case you wanted to know and you were too lazy to look it up on any one of your multiple devices. So this is straight rye whiskey from the Buffalo Trace Distillery, and at 100 proof, it's gotta be good, right? It's gotta be good. There's no age statement on the bottle, but I think I saw somewhere that it's like 6 years old. If that is not true, then where I saw that was wrong. And I should not have, definitely shouldn't have quoted them. But if it is true, knowledge. While I'm spinning this Sazerac 100 proof, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Because a lot of you watch this shit, but you're not subscribed to this shit. And if you want me to keep doing this shit, then you better subscribe to this shit. And if you don't, then I'm done with this shit. That's a lie. I'll continue to do this shit, no matter what. But I would beg you to subscribe. It makes me feel good, and it's free. And my wife won't sleep with me again until I hit 70,000 subscribers. So, all right, let's smell this friggin' Sazerac. Oh, very rye forward. Ooh. Ooh. It's nice. It is like a cinnamon honey graham. Like a cinnamon graham cracker. A little bit of like an atomic fireball. Cinnamon candies for days. I would say that this smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch if that damn Amberana Brazilian would never came into the whiskey scene making everything smell exactly like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because you can't even use that note anymore unless it's Amberana, because if you do and then people smell and they're like, this doesn't smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, this smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you're like, obviously it's friggin' a Cinnamon Toast Crunch barrel or whatever. But this is totally Cinnamon Toast Crunch before there's Amberana. Oh yeah. A nice cinnamon baked good, like a bear claw. First sip of this 100 proof Saz down the Haz. Ooh. I quite like that. That's nice. Ooh. The front of it is cinnamon and very rye forward, very rye spice forward, but the cinnamony, some people call a high rye like a dilliness, has a little bit of dilliness, some cinnamoniness, and then as it's kind of going into an atomic fireball direction, towards the back of the palate and on the finish, it gets real earthy, like real like friggin' like mushroomy and like soil-like and like earthy. Second sip is much more tamed down. I wouldn't call this whiskey thin, but I also wouldn't call it thick. I would call this a medium viscosity whiskey. It's oily enough to grasp to certain parts of your mouth, like one of those free solo climbers who like grab on with their fingertips to like parts of the rock face, because if they don't, then they fall to their death. It's kind of the way the Sazerac kind of claws into parts of your mouth, just holding on for dear life. But what it's holding on to and with isn't necessarily my favorite note. It's pretty damn earthy on the back end. Pretty earthy. I would describe it as mushroomy. I would describe it as like, mushroomy. I may be a fun guy, but I don't appreciate that flavor in my whiskey. The back of it is just like, like a funky, like, from cinnamon to miso soup real quick. Yeah, the more I taste this, the more I'm not loving it. I know this is mainly meant for cocktails and mainly meant for mixers and mainly meant for bartenders, and the price of it you really can't complain about. But when I do these reviews don't take into consideration the price. All we're doing is judging the whiskey. And as I sit here on this stool that's still somehow holding my body weight after all these years, after I just got back from vacation, in a pretty good mood, sipping this didn't help that mood. Sipping this made me realize that I don't have $43 plus tax anymore, and I will probably never drink the remainder of that liter of Sazerac Rye. But that's fine, that's totally fine. What score would I give this Sazerac pour? I think it's fine. It's fine, it's a 6.1. 6.1. I do enjoy a rye whiskey. I do like the proof on it. I do enjoy the viscosity of it. The flavors that hung around were better, then I would appreciate the finish more. I would appreciate the viscosity more. But the medium viscousness and the lingering finish aren't necessarily a great thing when the flavors that are there aren't stupendous, aren't great or good. So at the end of the day, that's the end of this video. If you're watching this on August 8th, 2025, the day that this video is released, tonight on my live stream, I've got the new Russell's 13 that I'm gonna open. I've got this friggin' Hogback Eclipse Rye that I'm gonna revisit after I tasted the sample. I've got a bottle of it now. I got the new Jack Daniel's Blackberry Tennessee whiskey that they sent me that I'm gonna open. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds but your mind on finding a barber. Because yesterday I went to Great Clips for the last time. Every time I get my hair cut, I wonder what kind of haircut I'm gonna get. I always ask for the same thing. It's like a number 2 on the sides with like finger length on top or finger width or whatever, you know, like they cut it to finger width, and then like a hard part. I do enjoy a nice hard part right there. Number 2 up to a hard part, then finger length, finger width. They turn out great sometimes. Sometimes they turn out good. Sometimes they turn out not so great. And then sometimes they turn out like my haircut turned out yesterday, and I'll post a picture of that right now. If you saw this picture, would you think that my 9-year-old cut my hair, or would you think that a professional cut my hair for $29 after tip? What do you think?